What's up for today, guys? This is City Magic, and today we're going to be having a tutorial on how to make Morphling a support. Yes, we're going to make Morphling a support, but how? But first, I'm going to be making a sorry for you guys that you really hate my tutorial because of my unit speech volume, my volume, everything. And so I have learned on how to tweak this music volume to 0, voice volume to 0, unit speech volume to 0, and at least sometimes some power up on the game volume at least 24 so that you would actually hear my voice, so that some things like the waveform you will hear with at least some elegance of the game. So how can you make Morphling as a support when it is actually a carry? It's because on the adaptive strike. Why adaptive strike? Because adaptive strike has two stages. When you max your agility, or at least your agility is actually higher than your strength, the adaptive strike will gain a maximum agility multiplier and also a base damage on it. So it will gain damage. So if you go in strength, that is where makes Morphling a support. If you go strength 50% higher than the agility of your agility on Morphling, it will go to the maximum stun. As you can see, it will get 1.25, 2.25, 3.25, and the maximum outstanding 4.25 stun maximum. So if you actually go to agility, you will just get 0.25 stun, which is very low and it's not meant for a support. So you go for 4.25 stun. So what you're gonna do is make your Morphling a strength hero. So most probably a utility hero or a strength hero or a tank hero. So let's talk about skill build. I'm going to be leveling up my hero until to level 8. So after level 8, it's up to you guys on how you're gonna tweak the levels of Morphling. So it's up to you. So I don't really care if you max your agility, or I mean attribute stats or morph stats or the replicate. So let's talk about now the skill build. So let's start off with adaptive strike. Why adaptive strike? Because you just want to have some mini stun, or if you don't want some situational things like 1v1 battle, you just want to go to waveform. But first, if you want if you think that there will be no 1v1 battle, you might as well go to adaptive strike. So the next one is going to be the gain, the morph gain, or the morph agility gain or strength gain, whatever you choose, it's still the same. Okay, so if you go to the morph gain, at least one for this level for now. So what you're gonna do is, why this? So you're gonna be maxing out your stun right on the first levels of the game. So you're gonna be changing yourself or morph yourself into strength for at least two strength above higher than your agi, so that you will get this 1.25 stun at least. So the next one is going to be waveform. Then since you're getting waveform, the next one is going to be adaptive strike. Once again, you'll be going to a support, not a killer. So now waveform for the level 1, 2, 3, 4, level 5, you're gonna be going to waveform. Level 6, of course, you're gonna go to replicate as your only escape mechanism. Well, yeah. So the next one is you're going to go to adaptive strike as your level 7, maybe. Yes. Level 8, you're gonna go to another one to your adaptive strike. So at level 8, you can actually stun the enemy. So when you go to level 8, I think you're gonna be I don't know when you're gonna be getting level 8. As soon as you get level 8, you're gonna be pissing off many enemies, many carries, because when you get level 8, you won't be suspecting people to have BKBs that early, because yeah. So level 8, level 4 adaptive strike is very pissing everyone off because you have this strength 4.25 stun. So for example, I'm going to be giving you this kind of situation. We have a clash, a 20-minute clash, or maybe a 15-minute or 10-minute clash, and you're now level 8. So we have a Faceless Void on the enemy team. He doesn't have a BKB. So what you're gonna do? He's gonna jump and use his Chronosphere. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna kill the enemy, your allies inside those Chronosphere. So of course you're gonna get a kill. But to prevent that, you're gonna be using your Adaptive Strike. So you're gonna waveform out of the Chronosphere, or at least near outside the Chronosphere, then Adaptive Strike Faceless Void. At these early stages, you're gonna be seeing Faceless Void at level 6 or level 11. His Chronosphere will last at least 4 to 6 seconds, maybe. So this Adaptive Strike will piss Faceless Void, because you're gonna be removing that 4.25 seconds on his Chronosphere, because he will just standing in the middle of the fight. So that's it. That's the mechanism of the game. That's the role of Morphling. Yeah. So let's talk about item build. As you can see, we have a 625. Oh, it's now 1,300. We have a 625 item. So what's your suggested build? Since you're gonna be a support, you're gonna be buying a courier. Oops, not that. You're gonna be buying a courier. That's 150. You're gonna be buying something for the Soul Ring. Soul Ring is a core item for Morphling in the early stages, or maybe early game items. You're gonna be using this. So it's either you get recipe of Soul Ring and also Sage of Mask. That's the best thing that you can get. So recipe and Soul Rings 325 plus 125. I'm really not sure how many is it, but you should sum up to 625 at least, because you won't be having a hard time. So if you have a 625, you're gonna be purchasing a courier. You're gonna be purchasing a Sage of Mask, and you're gonna be purchasing what do you call this? A Soul Ring. So that sums up to 625. Then your money will be 0. So you have no money else. So the wards. So if you're gonna be the full support, you'll be going to the wards and also the courier. So you're gonna be getting the recipes of the Soul Ring. So you're gonna be removing the Sage of Mask and buy that Sage of Mask after you're gonna get those money. Then that's it. That's your core items for the early games or starting items, if that's what I'm talking about. So let's talk about the core items. Of course, you're gonna be getting the Soul Ring. Then you can get 2 boots. First up, you go to Boot of Speed. You can get to it's either Tranquil Boots for regen, or you can go to Arcane Boots. So you can go to that either of the two, since, well, I would actually suggest more on the Tranquil Boots, because since Soul Ring will give you significant amount of mana, like 150, this is actually okay for the Adaptive Strike, but the Arcane Boots will actually give you more capability of doing some combos of Waveform and Adaptive Strike. So it's up to you for you to pick. It's either Tranquil Boots or Arcane Boots. The next up is going to be, yes, Magic Wand. That's the best thing you can do. It's the best thing you can buy for support. Magic Wand, yes. So what is your best core items? I would suggest blink dagger, and also utility items like force staff. Since you're a support, you won't be doing those killing and stuff. So I would suggest you would go to blink dagger and force staff. So it's up to you how would you farm those up, because Morphling is a very bad farmer when you go to strength gain, because he has a very low damage. As you can see, if I will go to strength gain, you will see that the damage of Morphling will go very low. You see, if you go to max, his damage actually get to 39. That it will piss you off so much. So I would suggest that you could actually make your strength a bit higher, not too far from agility, so that you can have this certain amount of damage for you to last hit when you're away from your carries. So the next one is going to be I think mech. I'm not sure. It really depends. After those blink dagger and force staff, it's really up to you. It really depends. If you want to be a tank, you go to Heart of Tarask. In late game, you can go to Vanguard. It really depends. It really depends on it's really situational for you guys. You can actually go to Yules. Yeah, I can recommend Yules so that you can have a very fast movement speed and also fast regen for your mana. Since Morphling has a very slow movement speed, look at this. He has only 335 and a very low, what do you call this? A very low speed at 375 with Tranquil Boots. That's still slow for so if you get a Yule Scepter, you will benefit from that because you're gonna be using a utility hero. You're gonna be protecting people. So if you have enemy heroes that goes melee, you're gonna be using that Yules for him to be neglected for that type of fight for a while, and save some people, save some allies. So that's it. So what's your gameplay? So as a support, you will do the same things all over again. You're gonna be pulling. So if you go here, you're gonna be pulling this thing off. You would ask your help for the carry to give you a tango sometimes, or if he has a flaming blade, you might cut this tree and pull some things here. You will actually do some harass. So you don't have to be scared because Morphling is a very agile hero. Is very good at jumping around. So what you're gonna do is, if you're in the first levels of the game, what you're gonna do is adaptive strike. Spam this adaptive strike because it's very annoying. So for example, you're gonna be, you should, since you're a support, you could be holding sometimes, what do you call this, the smoke of deceit. Yeah, you're gonna be holding that smoke of deceit sometime in the game, because that will be your mechanics of yourself leveling up, and some of yourself also killing. So if you're gonna be doing that, the first things you're gonna do is go near the enemy, then stun it. As you can see, it's 4.25. Look at how long 4.25 stun duration is. So if you're gonna be having a fight, you can actually lock down an enemy in an instant. So your carry will do the job. You'll just do your job as stunning. It doesn't matter if you use your waveform, but it's better if you use your waveform as a nuke. Then adaptive strike away, so you can just stun the enemy like this. As you can see, it's very far. The range is very far. You can actually spam it. It's only 10 seconds. So what you're gonna do is, for a better gameplay, since you have a blink dagger, you can actually blink right away. Blink then adaptive strike. Then if you want to finish the enemy off, you'll just use the waveform, or if you want to go out and save your time to use your adaptive strike again and let your allies do the job, you'll just waveform out. Then since Morphling doesn't have that attack speed and damage, I don't think you would do some sort of helping hand with your enemy. I mean with your allies, killing the enemy. So the only thing that you can actually do is adaptive strike and waveform. So I think that's all about it. The gameplay is actually easy. You will just stun the enemy. As you can see, I've been repeating everything again because that's the only thing you can actually do. Adaptive strike, waveform, blink, force stuff out. That's it. So that's all for today, guys. Please like and subscribe with my YouTube channel. This is Zero Magic. This is a tutorial of Morphling on how to be a support. That's all for today, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.